Good day, everyone. We are the Group 4 and we are going to discuss advanced energy technologies. So, what is advanced energy technologies? Advanced energy technology requires the development partnership of among the elements of renewable energy, optimized energy efficiency, and the smart grid. It can also help reduce greenhouse gas emissions and has technological change that increases the standards of our living. And now let us discuss the five advanced technologies that are recently used in the Philippines. The first is the biomass. A biomass is a renewable organic material that comes from plants and animals. It can be burned directly for heat or converted to renewable liquid and gaseous fuels through various processes. And now, here are the examples of biomass fuels: woods, crops, manure, and some of the garbage. Now, let me show you the cycle of the biomass energy. Biomass in itself contains chemical energy. So when you burn wood, which is a biomass fuel, the chemical energy inside releases as heat. It can also be used to produce steam, which can further be used to generate electricity. When these plants decay, they are burned and carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere. And now let us discuss where can we find biomass power plants in the Philippines. Majority is located in Negros Island, which provides about 46% of the country's annual sugar production. Since the Philippines has the largest number of coconut trees in the world, it can produce most of the world's market for coconut oil and copra meal. So, the waste of these products can be used for the production of the biomass energy. The following are the biomass power plants in the Philippines. First is the Misamis Oriental Biomass Energy Corporation, which can be found in Misamis Oriental, that has the capacity to produce 12 megawatts. Second is the Asigas Corporation, which can be found in Lian, Batangas, that has the capacity to produce 8.8 megawatts. Third is the San Carlos Biopower, which can be found in San Carlos Negros Occidental, that has the capacity to provide 19.9 megawatts. Fourth is the Isabela Biomass Energy Corporation in Alicia, Isabela, which has the capacity to provide 18 megawatts. And now let us discuss the advantages and disadvantages of biomass energy. First is the advantages. Biomass is always and widely available as a renewable source of energy. It is carbon neutral, it reduces the over-reliance of fossil fuels, less expensive than fossil fuels, biomass production adds a revenue source for manufacturers, and less garbage in the landfills. However, there are also disadvantages. So, biomass energy is not as efficient as fossil fuels. It is not entirely clean and can lead to deforestation. Lastly, biomass power plants requires a lot of space. Now, let us move on to solar power. Solar energy is a radiant light and heat from the sun. Renewable energy technologies such as solar cells and solar panels uses the sun's energy to provide light and heat. Solar energy is one of the clearest source of energy. And now let us discuss the examples of the solar power plants here in the Philippines. First is the Cadiz Solar Power Plant in Negros Occidental. It is manufactured by the Helios Solar Energy Corporation that has the capacity to provide 135.5 megawatts. Next is a solar power plant in Calatagan, Batangas that is manufactured by the Solar Philippines with a capacity of 63.3 megawatts. Third is the solar power plant in San Carlos Negros Occidental that is manufactured by the San Carlos Solar Energy Incorporated that has the capacity of 45 megawatts. Lastly is the Tarlac Solar Farm, which is manufactured by the EEL Power Corporation that has the capacity of 50 megawatts. Now let us discuss the advantages and disadvantages. For the advantages, it can reduce electricity bills, it is a renewable energy source and non-pollution, it is low maintenance costs, and it is a technology development. However, for the disadvantages, it is weather dependent. It is expensive energy storage, high initial cost. It can also damage your roof, and it is location and sunlight availability. And now let us move on to the wind power or energy. Wind power or energy is the process by which wind is used to generate electricity, a clean and renewable resource which has no polluting emissions. And now let us proceed to the examples of the wind power plants in the Philippines. First is the Burgos Wind Farm that is manufactured by the Vestas and has the capacity of 150 megawatts. Next is the San Lorenzo Wind Farm in Guimaras that is manufactured by the Trans-Asia Renewable Energy Corporation that has the capacity of 54 megawatts. Next is the Nabas Wind Farm in Aklan that is manufactured by the Petro Green Energy Corporation and has the capacity of 50 megawatts. Next is the wind energy power system in Oriental Mindoro, which is manufactured by the Philippine Hybrid Energy System Incorporated and has the capacity of 48.0 megawatts. Next is the Caparispisan Wind Farm in Ilocos Norte. It is manufactured by the EDC Burgos Wind Power Corporation and has the capacity of 81 megawatts. And now let us discuss the advantages and the disadvantages. For the advantages, wind energy is renewable and sustainable. It has an industrial installation, no water wastage, it is low cost, and it is clean energy with no pollution. However, there are also disadvantages. Fluctuation of wind, it is spread to the wildlife, technology immaturity, location limitations, and the wind is unpredictable. Let us proceed to the hydropower. Hydropower, or also known as water power, is the use of falling or fast running water to produce electricity to power machines. Hydropower plants convert potential energy into mechanical energy through water turbines, which then can generate electricity. There are 70 plants in operation in the Philippines, and it has the capacity of 3,701 megawatts that represents 16% of the national total. As of now, 3,135 megawatts are dam-type plants. The largest hydroelectric power plant in the Philippines is the Binga Hydropower Plant. It is owned and operated by the SN Aboitiz or SNAP since 2008. Now let us proceed to the advantages and disadvantages. Hydropower provides benefits beyond electricity generation by providing flood control, irrigation support, and clean drinking water. Hydropower is affordable. Hydropower provides low-cost electricity and durability over time compared to other sources of electricity. Perhaps the largest disadvantage of hydroelectric energy is the impact it can have on the environment. To build a dam, new roads and power lines must be installed that disrupt the environment. Dams also often form reservoirs that flood large areas and displace natural habitats. And let's proceed to the geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is the heat that comes from the subsurface of the earth. It is contained in the rocks and fluids beneath the earth's crust and can be found as far down to the earth's hot molten rock magma. To produce it, they have to dig a mile deep into underground reservoirs to access the steam and hot water there, which can be used to drive turbines connected to the electricity generators. The examples of geothermal energy are the lava flows, geysers, and fumaroles. Now let us proceed to the advantages and the disadvantages of geothermal energy. For the advantages, it is environmental friendly, renewable, huge potential, sustainable and stable, heating and cooling, reliable, no fuel required, and rapid evolution. For the disadvantages, it has environmental issues. It is surface instability. It is very expensive and we need a specific location. That's it for today. Once again, we are the Group 4 and thank you for watching.